Welcome to this video. I'm coming to you today from Lisbon in Portugal. Welcome. If you don't know me, I am Neve. I help other online ESL teachers how to market themselves effectively, okay, so they can get their own students straight away. They can charge the price they deserve and not peanuts like what teachers typically do. They undervalue themselves. All of this information you can find in my completely free mini course. The link is in the description, so click the link in the description to get access to my complete free mini course. All right, so today's video I wanted to talk about a big problem that ESL teachers have, and well, rather the fact that it isn't actually a problem, it's just a problem in your mind, which a lot of the time that's where these problems come from. The problems are in our imagination, not in real life. There's a lot of noise here because I'm in the city centre. I'm not used to this. You can probably hear in the background. So what I wanted to talk with you about today is I get asked all the time by other online ESL teachers, oh, Neve, I know you teach online. Okay, great. You are able to find your students online where your marketplace is, i.e. the country of where my students are. But where I live or where I want to market myself, people don't really want online classes. They prefer in-person classes. And I'm here to completely debunk this idea 1000%. I got asked this exactly less than 24 hours ago. A online ESL teacher messaged me and said, look, like, this sounds great, but I live in I can't remember where she lived now, a certain place in Spain, and they really like classes in person. I said, well, actually I have a lot of my own students within Spain, and there is the demand for online classes. So the problem can just be in your head sometimes, that you think, no, they just want in-person classes. Don't get me wrong, of course there are some people who want classes in person, but now, especially with COVID, okay, it is way more convenient for a lot of people to have online classes. For example, I've got a family who I teach. I've had them as my clients for over a year now, and they used to have in-person classes with someone else, and then since COVID they decided to transition, was like, let's do online classes. And a year on, I'm still teaching them online. They haven't looked back. They haven't said, look, we want to change now, Neve, we just want in-person classes with someone else, you know. So actually there is a complete demand. And when you say, you know, well, so many people want in-person classes, it's difficult to find someone who wants online classes, the question I would ask you, the question I would be thinking if I was you and I didn't have any of my own students yet, or I didn't have many students online, or I wanted to transition from in-person to online, is do the simple maths, okay? Work out how many students do you need to earn X amount each month. So for example, once you've paid your tax, how much do you want to earn? Is it $1,500, whatever it might be, depending on your currency, your if you have a family to support, whatever it might be. But work out how many students you would need to get that monthly income, and you will be very surprised that it is considerably lower than you think. You know, you're not trying to start a school with loads of students and, you know, a complete huge start-up. You need to find a little group of maybe 6, 7, 8 of your own students. If you're charging the right price for your classes, you're getting the price you deserve. You don't need more than that. Okay, something else you can consider, teaching the same student twice a week. Then you don't need 16 students, you just need 8, for example. That's something I do. It works fantastically. In fact, I would highly encourage you to do that. There are different ways that you can use your students, okay? You can get the most out of them. This is something that I've explained step by step in my online marketing for ESL teachers course. The link is in the description. You can get access right away to my online marketing course, okay? But you want to be able to use your students. A lot of noise. I can hear a fire engine, I can hear a Hoover. I think that's the cleaner in our room just there. So much noise in the city centre. But there are ways that you can use your student. I'm going to speak a little louder. And one of those is, well, I hope you can hear me. That's a lot of noise. One of the ways is to be able to use your student, so charge the price you're worth for your classes. Do 2 classes a week with the same student. There are a number of different ways that you can do it, but what I would say, my take-home message here, is that you're not looking to find 20, 30, 40, 50 students. You need a small group of students. Of course you can find 6, 7, 8, 10 people who want online classes. Of course there are people who want online classes. So if you have that doubt, that concern, that there aren't students who want classes online, I want to give you that comfort in saying this isn't at all accurate. Of course there are people who want online classes. It's so much more convenient for them with COVID. It's more convenient for you because you start your class at, say, 5 o'clock, you finish at 6 o'clock. Bang on 6 o'clock, you finish your class. The time after that is your free time. So I can start my class bang on 5, finish bang on 6. I can be having a coffee, I can be going whatever. I could go down to my swimming pool downstairs in the complex where I normally live. I could go across the road, I could be going in my car somewhere, I could be going to meet a friend, whatever it might be. 5-10 minutes after that is my time. Whereas when you're teaching in person, the main problem is if you are doing the commuting, so they're not coming to you, if you're going to them, you can spend the same amount of time travelling to their house, there and back, as you are for the hour that you're teaching, which is not value of your time. So if you are considering teaching English online, you need a starting place of how to market yourself so you can find those students online. You are in the exactly correct space, okay? I have a complete step-by-step marketing for ESL teachers, okay? It's a step-by-step course. The link is in the description so you can access it right away. It's a complete course for ESL teachers to discover how to market themselves properly, to find online students, to charge what you are worth, okay? And of course, all these things like getting paid in advance, etc. So anyway, I'm off to enjoy my day in Lisbon with my boyfriend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!